Hey, it's Rich from Gravity Fitness, and today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble and attach your new portable pull-up rack extension kit. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add these extension inserts. So what we need to do is take the top off our portable pull-up rack, as I'm going to show you. The inserts go in the middle of the pull-up rack here. Now you don't need to re-add the pins here. Because of the nature of the extension kit, everything clamps together, and you'll see later that it adds tension and adds a lot more stability, so you don't need the pins in the middle. You'll notice that I have put the pins back in the top, but as mentioned, we don't need to put the pins in the center, and you will notice now the rack is a lot higher. So the next thing we need to do is assemble our extension kit. Now you will notice at the end of the longer poles, there is a hole that is threaded. This is to attach the clamps to the pole. So all we do is we hold the clamp to the pole, and we literally are attaching via these little black Allen keys, or hex keys as some people like to call them. We're just attaching them to pole, so you can see we're just attaching them here. You will need to do this to all 4 of the extension kit longer poles to assemble the clamps, and don't forget to tighten them up with your Allen key provided in the box. Once we've fixed all of our clamps on securely, the next thing to do is assemble our extension kit. So we take our longer pole and we slide on our smaller yellow one. We then take the other longer pole and we just slide it over. Again, you will notice that you don't need to have pins in here. Because of the way that it works with the clamps, it clamps everything down and everything tight, so we don't need the pins here. Now you will notice there is a hole here that isn't used. You do not need to use this. As mentioned, you don't need to put pins in this center piece. So now we have our extension kit assembled, we need to fit it to the rack. Now, you can just wedge it in. It does take quite a bit of force to do it this way, and you will have to bend your rack back quite a lot to do it. The reason for this is to create tension. The tension is what creates the stability, so it does have to be tight. Alternatively, the right way and the easy way to do it is just by removing these rubber caps off the end, as I'm going to show you, and sliding the kit on. Make sure before attempting to fit your extension kit that your clamps are completely loosened and the little bolt is all the way out. So now we have our rubber caps removed, we can fit our extension kit. Now what I would suggest that you do is you start from the top here, and you will still need to use a fair amount of force in order to get this on. Remember that tension is what creates the stability. If this was all loose, the pull-up rack would still be wobbly, and ultimately the goal of this extension kit is not just to make the rack higher, but also to make it a lot more stable and a lot more solid. Once you've got the extension kit on, what I would recommend that you do before you tighten it all up is put the rubber caps back on. What you can then do is just push your extension kit up to the rubbers so that it gives you the maximum width for your pull-ups. Once we've done that, what I'd recommend that you do before tightening and clamping this one down, fit the other side as I'm going to show you now. Again, remember what I'm going to do here is remove the rubber end caps and we're going to slide it on again. So in exactly the same way as we did the other side, we're going to start with this top section. We're going to stand on the rack just so we add a little bit of tension, and we will just slide the bottom section on. Again, we refit the rubbers, and we can just slide our kit across to the rubbers, again making sure that we've got the maximum width for our pull-ups. Once we've done this, all that's left to do is clamp everything up and get it all nice and tight. And there you have it, as simple and as easy as that. You now have a taller and more stable pull-up rack, allowing you to do dead hang pull-ups, allowing you to do muscle-ups, allowing you to do a whole host of new exercises that you couldn't do before.